Welcome to Options Trading Authority's introduction and overview and review of THETAFLOW options swing flow trading system. Now, why was this system created? Well, first of all, sometimes we take a direct approach to manifest an end desired result, a style of trading, a feel of trading the system, or a feel that you get while trading a system, because some systems that are, that could be quite excellent feel miserable to trade. And then other systems that that are good, maybe excellent, maybe okay, may feel great to trade. Sometimes some of our students will take our systems and make them lesser of a system, but they enjoy trading that way a bit more because it fits their personality. The bottom line is that's great, because whatever can net out a consistent profit for you over time can be grown and compounded into very large returns later. Look, now it'd be great to make super maximal returns, but if you're not going to trade that method, then it's useless, right? So it's better to have a method that's maybe not as fancy and prolific. Now, I'm not saying THETAFLOW is that much less of a system, but it's a nice and easy feel system, and it's very easy to trade, and it's very clear, and it's a style of system that a lot of students it's the type and style that a lot of students like to trade from feedback over time. And quite frankly, this is no slouch of a system whatsoever. You can look here on Apple Computer, and you can see our new way of showing the system's results. Now, what's a system result? It's based on the entry and exit rules of the system, which is what you are purchasing. So this is the most accurate representation of the system, not necessarily someone's personal rendition and usually sloppy trading of a system. So all you need to do is pay attention a couple minutes a night, okay? And when you have an order, that may take a few more minutes to put in, or to move your stop loss. And so you can simply trade a system and potentially grow an account to sizable levels. I mean, you may start out sizable, I don't know. But if you're starting small, which frankly, I would suggest for most people just to start out with one contract, unless you're an expert systems trader already. Start with one contract and let it grow. It's not a bad idea to take several systems and treat that as your diversification, a diversification that can handle any sort of market, up, down, choppy, sideways, all right? Versus only depending on the market and your stock going along with the market for that stock to make you any money, right? Well, usually people who invest don't have an exit plan. They wait to get lucky and have their stock blossom into some sort of miracle over time. Now, that has happened. I'm not knocking that. Okay, you may invest in a company that does 10 more stock splits like Home Depot and Microsoft of the past, for example, and that could be absolutely fantastic. All right. And well, you could have a portfolio of those. You know what's even better? Have a portfolio of systems running, generate the cash flow, and continually ever growing and ever compounding cash flow, and then start to take some of that massive account that you built up and then invest it in these companies that may be able to go, split 20 more times into the future. Okay, you know what a stock split is, right? It's when your stock, you have 1,000 shares and it does a stock split. It will cut back on the price, right? And then it will give you 2,000 shares, and then that low price makes it easier for others to invest in the company. And then the notion is, along with the company growth, people can drive up the price of the stock back to the original split level, and then do another split. Okay, you can study stock splits over time. There are all sorts of splits. You can do Well, you can do a 7 for 1, right? Speaking of which, here in Apple. And then you can do all sorts of different numerical splits, okay? But usually 2 for 1 is standard, and anything besides that's getting a little crazy, okay? So, but maybe you can get a 7 for 1, but I wouldn't spend too much time thinking about it. What I would spend time doing is learning a bunch of these systems, starting, 10 different accounts. After you learn the system and prove to yourself that it's a solid system, run 10 different accounts, and then start with one contract even, okay? And then let them grow, okay? Just, use the proper money management we teach. Or, maybe someone else has some other money management method. Ours is pretty, you really can't do a whole lot better, okay? And so ours is really good, is what I'm saying. And so then you just run these systems simply, a couple minutes a night, that's it, right? Now, if you're managing multiple stocks on one system, it may take, more than a couple minutes, because, if you have to put let's say orders on all stocks, it could take what? Maybe 15 minutes a night. Oh, wow. Well, that's, and just imagine where you, for example, get a portfolio up, but let's just even say you're doing 10 contracts on 6 stocks, right? And so let's just say you can come down here, and this is a year and 5 months. So let's pretend this is a year, and you're doing 10 contracts. So we have this example here actually, and you built up, okay, showing the example here from starting with a 10 contract position. So this would be your profit accumulation. So let's say you built up on 10 contracts a trade, and you can see this is based on the options trading points. Here's the stock trading points, okay? You can actually trade this system with stocks, because we take one position at a time, okay? Meaning there's no stacking going on. And so we have 10 contracts built up here, and then you can see approximate less than half on average if you factor in time decay versus stock points. And so you can see the accumulation here. So now as your account grows, let's say you were able to grow this trading 10 contracts up to $56,000. Well, now you can, actually along the way, for proper money management, you'd actually have a fraction, a percentage of the account size. And so actually your end profit would be much greater than this. Why? Because your account size is growing all this time. So then therefore you'd be up, moving up to 20 contracts, 30, just according to what you have in your account, in terms of your account value from where you started, right? Or you starting with $10,000, $50,000, or whatever. And so then you'd start to adjust. And first of all, let's just say you started with 10 contracts and it was a low position size relative to your account because you're just getting used to the system. Well, you can also first move it up to a normal position size. Okay, then you take that and then you just use the percent model and you stick with the growth of your account. And then so this profit figure would be a lot greater. So then, for example, like I said, let's say you're running 6 systems in over a year and 5 months. You had, okay, I'll put the calculator up here. Now, as we said, this number is low because we didn't figure out how to do the percent position size Excel calculation yet. All right, I mean, this is pretty fancy for us here, getting these Excel charts going. So 56,700 times 6. So now all of a sudden you're looking at 340,000. Okay. Now, of course, it's all relative to your account size and this and that, but these are things you want to aim for by being consistent over time and growing your account. Okay, so you have 6 stocks, so you have a diversification as well. Okay, I mean, diversification with a system just simply means, amongst stocks, just simply means that, maybe one stock will be more active than the other because we don't care if the stock goes up or down or chops sideways, okay? Or channels sideways, I should say. I mean, yeah, those little triangle pinches aren't that fun, but our system takes care of that. Man, you don't have to worry about that. You just simply execute the system. All right, so now you can see, let's say you work your way up to 100 contracts, a position. Now you're starting to look pretty good. Okay, now you're starting to make some decent income. Just off one stock here, you're seeing 567,000. All right, so then you look to just methodically grow, and then hey, if you can run a system up to 1,000 contracts, and some of you, who knows, I don't know your account size, maybe you're even starting at this level, and then so you just do this solid methodical method, and you look to make that, just on the 1,000 contracts, look to make this a type of income, and now you can go do some things. Okay, I mean, most people can do certain things starting here, but these are some overall pictures and perspectives. You can see these charts here as well. Okay, and this is the swing flow system, and this system is released because why again? Because it's really simple to follow, and it's really easy and has a good feel to it. So therefore, hey, if a system is easy, simple, and it flows well and it feels good, then guess what? That's going to enable a lot of people who are looking for that to finally get something rolling. All right, putting something to work in their trading. Okay, now I can't promise you future returns and all this and that, as you should know by now. I mean, decades past, you should have seen the marketing verbiage. I mean, they were saying all sorts of things, right? I don't think people usually talk that way these days, promising you crazy nonsense. But this is a logical plan that puts you in high probability positions. That coordinates with actually the name, a swing flow. Okay, we want to ebb and flow with the price swings and do so in a simple way, and that's the objective of the system, which it does quite well. So this is another nice system to add to your arsenal and put to work if this is the type of approach you're looking for. All right, thank you.